Okay, so we did program one, and you saw us use the gloves, or us, me, use the gloves and the lift. And now we're going to do program two, and we're going to use the gloves and the lift. So I've already kind of set up my program two. As you can see, I'm going for one. I'm pressing it again for two. I'm hitting the plus button, and I'm going up to about 40 because that's comfortable for me without creating any like twitching or anything. Sometimes this always varies, and it can vary if you're dehydrated or your client is dehydrated. Maybe you're on different medications. Maybe you have allergies and you're on allergy medicine. So really, it just depends upon where your body is in the hydration. But because we've worked the connective tissue, and so much of it, your tissue should be fairly hydrated. So go ahead and apply your gel and get that on. And then we're gonna put on our gloves. So again, gotta have your insulating gloves. And you put on your gloves, your conductive gloves. And then you're gonna put them on the other hand. And put conductive gloves on. So, oh, touch your face. How does it feel? Feels good to me. So we're gonna start with the neck. Now here's the deal. I never shorten the neck muscles. This is so wrong. Every time we lift something, every time we lift a child, we're shortening these muscles. You can look at a bunch of kids walking around today and they're like little tiny rectangles because they're holding their phones. Their shoulders are reverting up, their necks are shortening and contracting, and everything is being pulled forward. We're always lengthening. So we're going to lengthen in this with the muscle. So I'm just kind of holding and going down. And all I'm doing is I'm going into that sternocleidomastoid, and I'm lengthening. And I'm lengthening into the platysma. You can almost see I'm kind of separating everything, like taking one up and one down. Never shorten the neck muscles. Lengthen. Oh, it feels so good. So I'm going to go ahead. I've just showed you the moves. Kind of doing this. I'm going to set my timer for 90 seconds. And then I'm going to move into the mid face. Super simple, right? Now, let's just say you're like, you know what, Jane? I got oodles of time today. I'm just feeling really good about my time. I want to do 3 minutes. Do 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, do 15 minutes, do 5, 10, and 15. I'm just trying to come up with a routine that you actually will do this, because when you get in the habit of doing this, you'll become addicted to it, because all of a sudden you're going to start seeing pictures and your skin's going to be reflecting light differently, and that's going to make you look younger. You're going to absorb all of the photons from the light. You're going to be reflecting it because the skin is tighter and the elasticity and the collagen is starting. So it's really important that we get in a habit of creating a routine that you will actually do, right? So got this set. I'm going. I'm going to lower it a little bit this time so it doesn't scare you and me both. And I'm just going to go. I'm going to dip little my fingers in this water. Or again, I've got this spray, so I can spray it. And I'm going to kind of just lengthen and go up. Lengthen and go up. Now I am going down into that muscle. So I am working muscle. Oh, the platysma goes right underneath that cheekbone. So don't be afraid to just kind of go all the way up. Love, love, love. So when we're doing this, we're not necessarily like re-educating anything. okay? The body knows. Body doesn't forget. So, but when we release the fascia, we are letting the body restore to its natural positioning, right? And so what we're doing now is we're going down and we're reaching into the mitochondria, the sarcomeres of the muscles. Those are like little mitochondria and all the muscle fibers. And what we're doing is we're boosting the ATP. And so we're restoring that plumping, that cellular energy of those muscles to hold and plump and be noticeable. God, that went fast, didn't it? Let's do that again. I'm going to go to the other side. Coming up. Now, see, you can do this. I bet you can make your kids breakfast in the morning, and while they're eating their toast or avocado toast, right? You could be doing this, killing two birds with one stone. You could be like, hey, go get your own orange juice. I'm just going to be right here. Lengthening all the way up. I love this. All the way up. It's going. It just feels so good, and you just get lost in how yummy it is. Going all the way. And we were talking about kids and toast, but what I'm saying is you can always do this. You can't do it if you're driving, but you could if you were a passenger. Like I have been known to do this on the way to California if I'm driving. If I'm not driving, I'm the passenger. Be a good Tesla commercial though. Have like a self-driving car and doing microcurrent at the same time, right? Okay, so now we're going to work the jawline and the mid face. I'm going to start this once again. And I'm just kind of go up. And I'm really just kind of moving to the side. Now I'm just going to hold right here, like kind of in this area, this sphincter area. I'm holding. Mm-hmm. You never want to get too far away from one another, though, and that's easy to do with gloves because you really do want, with the microcurrent, to have the full connection of the positive and negative. And holding to the side. I'm kind of lengthening that buccinator. And now we're going to do the other side. And holding. And pinching in that area. And coming to the side. Lengthening that buccinator. Sometimes you may feel this in your teeth, and that's okay. It's not hurting anything. But if it's uncomfortable, just turn the unit down. And you can feel a little tension in there. Just love how it feels. About 20 more seconds. Going all in this area. Next, we're going to hit the cheekbones. I'm going to go right, so I'm just on this side. I'm going to go right from the center out and in. And just kind of holding in there. Kind of lifting that almost up from the bone. Getting all of that area starting to filled. I'm going to go out. And in. Just saturating that muscle with some microcurrent. Now I'm going to go to the eye area. Same thing. I'm kind of holding this here, just kind of like we did with the lips, kind of holding. And I don't need to do anything else here because the current's kind of going. And so I'm just kind of toning all of this muscle. I'm lifting this up in here. Holding. Lots and lots and lots of energy in this area. And holding all the way up. This feels so good. About 20 more seconds. And now we're going to go to the other side. I'm going to do the same thing over there. So I'm going to start and just look at that. I feel like I look 10 years younger just in doing these videos. Kind of going up into this area, just holding. Just spreading it out, holding. Loving how that feels, moving, spreading this out. And then what we're doing is just nourishing all of those little muscle fibers. This is what gives our face just the volume and keeps the skin attached to the muscle and keeps everything moving so nicely. We're coming together. And now we're going to do the eye area. Starting right in here, kind of holding. Kind of just start in all four corners. And then I'm just going to go to the top and just really kind of moving this muscle up, kind of going ahead and kind of getting a little bit more energy in there. And there's always some sensitivities. In fact, this is really high for me. Maybe high for you. I'm only on 40, but I'm going to take it to about 25. And that's far more pleasurable. We've got acupressure points in here and different meridians. So sometimes it's a little bit more sensitive to the treatment. All into there. Holding. Going in. And now we're going to go. We're going to just really kind of stretch out the frontalis. So I'm going sideways first. It's going right into this area, really working deep into that frontalis. Going all the way up. Bringing all that blood flow. Even if you have Botox, it's so important to nourish this tissue and to move the lymph. And so you really want to get into this area, going. All the way up. I'm going to go all the way over and come back up. All the way over, come back up. And I'm going to go all the way over, come back up, all the way over, come back up, and through. So let's go ahead and wipe that down. Whoa, does that feel good? And let's finish with the lift. See me in the next video.